need to have that submitted by the end of this year. When, in the meeting, the airport, I think it was the airport and the city parks, they didn't spend all their money, and they were to have an extension to reallocate those to next year. But did they sign anything? Are they supposed to sign anything saying we want this money reallocated? Or is it just by video?
So
I'm not
that's
sure.
what the meeting in January typically takes care of. That's our quarterly meeting, is that correct? So January's meeting is when everyone has the time to come and get on the agenda to reallocate their money. So that would be done next month, more than likely.
I'm not aware of a form or anything that
Yeah, I
they've
know.
signed before. I believe it's just an agenda request.
Okay.
So can we amend the bylaws to include some of that language as far as, you know, a deadline on accepting that offer? Just so we have a better idea of what we're working with?
Yes.
There's a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray.
Okay, there would have to, that would have to be done, amending the bylaws would have to be done at a regular meeting, proposed in writing at one meeting, at a regular meeting, and then approved or voted on at the next regular meeting. So for 2025, if the first meeting is in January, obviously, you need to file a written proposal for the amendment to be passed or to be voted on at the March,
April.
April meeting.
Can
And
a-
it's just a majority vote.
Can a meeting be called, a special meeting be called for us to actually talk about the bylaws of the A&P? I mean, in
Have a
a
workshop.
session
Well-
where we can say,
I think,
Yes, you just can't propose anything, and you can't propose an amendment, formally propose an amendment at a special call.
We can work
Right.
out the details.
yes, but we can work out the details of it in one meeting and have, on our regular meeting, we can do that.
Sure.
yeah, on a regular meeting, that's
Yeah.
the place to discuss that.
So
Yeah.
my suggestion or request is maybe not by the January meeting, maybe before the January meeting, is that we have a special meeting to go over the bylaws. And I would suggest everybody looking at Bentonville, Arkansas's A&P bylaws. They are excellent. They are to the point. They even have documents that each person has to bring with them, and they are only paying for advertising, promotion, and collateral. It's no gray about anything. It even states that we are not going to pay for your event. I mean, it's like, I really would like everybody to read that, you know, and any other suggestions, but I would like to call a special meeting, because I think there's too many gray areas with the bylaws.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but can't we just do this at a regular meeting?
Well, I think
Uh,
we're gonna have
this discussion?
A workshop
Yeah.
would be to have the discussion so
Right.
that at
Yeah.
the meeting, we have something in writing to formally propose.
You can do
To
it.
have a discussion about what bylaws we want to update, take away, add, and then we present it at the meeting. I could present it at the meeting. Someone could present it at the meeting. You know, or I could could I put one together and present it?
Yes,
Then why
Yeah.
don't we do that? I'll present it at the meeting.
at a regular meeting.
At a regular
At
meeting?
a regular
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah.
And, you know, at that time, if I present it, then if there's different things that you want out on it, then we can talk about it, or take away, add, all that stuff.
No problem, too easy. Just present it at a regular meeting, then we'll move forward from there. I don't think we have to do a special call meeting for that. We're going to be already meeting. We're going to have to meet just to meet. So, yeah, just get your presentation
I'll put it
together.
I'd like to, and that way, everybody knows that we are A&P and we're not a sponsor. In reality, that's how I'm going to say it. we're not going to sponsor your event. We're going to help you
Promote
it,
us.
but we're not going to pay your accountant's salary, you know, so.
Presentation, Lisa. Okay.
I know that sounds really forward, but
All right, thanks, Lisa. We do appreciate your concern there. So, yeah, we'll be looking forward to your presentation. Are there any more questions and concerns for the budget moving forward? And Tyler, thanks for answering those questions because, yeah, usually we always have maybe about $250,000 left over to operate with. So moving forward, some of these allocations, like I say, a lot of them don't use their monies and we just roll it back over or whatever. Just continue to monitor these processes. So we're placing these directly from the reserves into the A&P fund.
Chairman, we need a motion to reallocate the restricted reserves for year-end '23 to the fund balance.
I'll make that motion.
All right, it's been motion and second. It's been motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, it's been motion and second. Are there any more discussions in regards to place the money directly from the reserves into the A&P fund? All right, roll call, please.
Director Hollybush,
Yes.
Commissioner Vandergraff,
yes,
Commissioner Wright,
Yes.
Director Brewer.
Yes. All right, it's been motion and passed for the reserves to go directly into the A&P fund. There's nothing else on the agenda at this time. The motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
A second.
It's been motion and second. Roll call, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Director Hollybush,
Yes.
Commissioner Vandergraff,
yes.
Commissioner Wright,
Yes.
Director Brewer.
Yes. Meeting adjourned.